Boys, I just finished recording a video, and there's no better feeling, I swear to God. And I'm not just saying in terms of recording videos. I'm just saying in general. After you finish your work, like after you finish what you're supposed to be doing, there's no better feeling. And that's something I struggled with for such a long time. And but it's like, bro, there's no better feeling than actually getting done the work that you said you would get done. It's surreal, bro. I'm all over the place because I literally just clicked end the video on my main channel video, and I swear to God, I finished, bro, knocked out. I laid down, staring at the ceiling for like 2 minutes, and I woke up, started recording this. It's actually surreal, bro. And it's crazy because I struggled with this for the longest time. When I was like 12, was the first time I kind of came into this like self-improvement space. And that was a long time ago, bro, when I was 12. And I came into the self-improvement space, self-improvement, you go to like the whole meditate, go to the gym, whatever, right? And it's kind of corny, but like some of it actually helped me. And it's not corny. What am I saying? It's not corny. It's great. I started going to the gym. Why is that all? I swear it always happens that on this every time I'm recording one of these. But I felt I came into self-improvement. I started going to the gym, and I started doing every other habit right. I started taking cold showers. I started doing everything else just so perfectly, so nicely. But the one thing it stopped at was actually getting productive work done. And that's so sad. Because how's that the one thing it stops at? And that's because it's easy to meditate every day. And it's going to hurt a lot of y'all's feelings what I'm about to say, but rich people don't meditate every day. Most of them don't. Rich people don't sit there taking cold showers. Rich people don't sit there being like, oh yeah, you know what? Let me journal for 3 hours straight. Rich people aren't sat there, I need a dopamine detox. They're not doing all that. Like, I hope y'all peep what I just said, bro. The priority is get the shit you need to get done as quick as possible. And once you finish that, and only bro, my throat is like dry because I was talking for 2 hours straight, recording my video just now. Once you finish the shit you gotta do, then and only then can you sit down and relax. And if any of y'all have done anything hard in your lives, for me, the hardest thing I ever done was like I ran like a half marathon out of nowhere. Like my friend rang on my doorbell one time. He was like, yo, you trying to run a marathon? I'm like, I'm down. Like a fucking idiot. And I was like, all right, by the end of it, bro, I had to take a piss in the forest somewhere. I had to take a shit. Bro, my stomach hurt. My head hurt. My joints hurt. Never trained a day in my life for any marathon. But as soon as I finished, I went home, I took a shit. And I just jumped on my bed. I didn't take a shower, nothing. I jumped on my bed. And that's like a euphoric feel. That's like a high. Now, I'm not saying go run half marathons without training, But that feeling when you get done doing something is where the benefit really comes from. When you enter flow state, when you enter a state of full focus, is, again, I'm bantering. I'm just all over the place. So if you guys want to listen to my shit, you can listen, but this video was like kind of random because I literally just spent all my brain power into recording those 2 videos. So if I'm retarded in this video, don't mind me, right? But that feeling when you just lay down, just relax, that feeling right there, bro. Like when you finish the shit you gotta do, the stuff that you told yourself you would do, there's no better feeling, bro. And it's like, y'all need to commit to actually just doing this once. And you want me to let you in on a little secret? It's an identity thing. When you identify as the guy who gets shit done, or when you identify as the athlete, it becomes a way of life. If you took Jeff Bezos and you put him in a dungeon for one day, he would be, playing the future plans for Amazon in his head. If you took Elon Musk, put him in a room for one day, just not doing anything, he would be like planning 3, 4, 5, 20, 30, 300 years ahead. Just because he can't. Because when you like, if you're somebody that goes to the gym, ask yourself this, okay? Have your parents ever been like, just skip the gym? It's just 1 week. It's just 1 week. Oh, we're at vacation. Why do you want to go to the hotel gym? It's like, bro, it's a way of life. Like, I love this. I want to do it. And when you identify as a person who is that type of person, like, who works. But what the fuck? That's when you actually start seeing progress. And when I, like, the first time I did this was like, hold on. First time I did this was, I believe it was 9 months ago now. I think, yeah, it was 9 months ago. Damn, that's crazy. It was just before summer break. And I started, all of a sudden I got this surge of motivation. And I was low-key scared because, you know, sometimes you have these 2-week bursts of like motivation and then you fall back off. But I started taking action, you know. And then the last day of school came around. I went home. I was like, yo, I've been slightly like 5% more productive, which, bro, I keep burping, bro. Sorry. I've been slightly more productive than I have been, which compared to me now, I was a lazy piece of shit back then. But I was a bit like 5% more productive, and I was like, you know what? That was the push. I was like, this summer I'm gonna change my life. And at the time, I was still, you know, playing football, and it took me like a week of just going to like these, you know, pre-summer practice times to be like, to finally decide whether or not I was gonna quit. So I woke up on the first day of summer practice. It was 5 a.m. Woke up an hour before I was supposed to, and I just looked. Like, I looked over here at my PC. Actually, it was in the other room, but I looked at my PC. I looked up at my ceiling. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I realized I was just doing football for, like, approval or, like, just because I thought it was cool or just because it was a fun sport. And I remember watching, there was this guy called Vincent Fisher. I was on Instagram. I was watching one of his videos. And he said, if you guys are playing sports in high school and you also want to become successful in business at the same time, then you should quit the sport. I'm telling you, this is the time that you have. He said something like that. And I was like, what the like, I felt like he was actually talking to me. Like, he was directly speaking to me. It's like a freaky thing. It's like when someone says your name in a video, like, David. Yeah, David, I know you're watching this. Or like, Ben. You know, it's crazy. Whoa, like, that's what I felt like. I felt like he was talking to me. And I spent, like, it was like 6 months up until that first day pondering, should I quit? Should I just not play anymore next 3 years and just go all in on business? And I ended up only taking action on it on that day. I just woke up. I was like, if I go today, I'm going to have to go rest of the summer and at least finish one more season. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. And so that was a big move that I made. So it stems from a big change. When you make a big, like, major commitment. So commit, shave your head bald or some shit. Or, like, I don't know, switch, move somewhere. And then be like, all right, fine. Now I just am the guy that does work. So I started with Shopify. Consistently, I made literally like 3 sales and I stopped because I fucking hated it. And then here I am. I finished Shopify. I was like, yo, I want to start a YouTube channel. So I started making videos on Shopify. Then I slowly transitioned over into, you know, productivity videos. Then I finally transitioned over to helping people with content, which if you guys want, you can book a link call with me. If you guys make content if you guys make content for your business and you guys want consistent lead flow for your business via YouTube and you want me to help you get that, click the first link in the description, book a call with me. I'll audit your channel. And it's no pressure. If you came from this channel, it's no pressure. You know, the other channel, we run a strict program. Don't waste my damn time. But this channel, you know what I'm saying? I'll be friendly with you because I like everybody on this channel. Fuck everybody on the other channel. Don't tell them I said that. But this whole time, throughout this whole change from being a lazy piece of shit and, you know, the only hard thing I do is playing football to actually making videos, I didn't think of, like, I'm actually being more productive the whole time. I was like, this is just me. Like, it's just my daily routine. It wasn't a big change. So it's how you identify, how you see yourself. And the way that changes is by consistently taking action. Now, listen. The reason it was easy for me and the reason why that particular time it applied is because that particular time I had made a big move before. So the fastest way to instantly make a big change in how you perceive yourself, your self-belief in yourself, the identity that you have, which deep down it's in there. It's what's making you be lazy or productive, right? That the best way to make a big change, like a big leap from that to like something new, is to shave your head bald. That's why they do that in the military. Or I don't know, just move to a different country, move to a different state. Think of something dramatic. So I made the dramatic change to quit football, to quit the sport I played. So I quit. Now it's a big jump. So now I'm like, I remember feeling this feeling of like, I just fucking quit. Like, my helmet is right there with my jersey on top of it. Can't go back now. It's been 3 days. My linebacker coach, he would absolutely murder me, bro. He's the scariest motherfucker ever. I swear to God. Fucking the head coach, he would murder me too. He's chill. But the linebacker coach, who literally like he just scares the shit out of me. I don't know if he likes me or not. I was like, it's too late. I can't turn back. So I was like, okay, I need to make the most of this. I can't do such a big change like that and continue to be a lazy piece of shit. So I was like, all right, fine. Let me just take action. Let me just do what I gotta do. And I was like, all right, fine. I'm gonna actually wake up every morning and do stuff. Now it's summer. Open the windows wide. The sunlight's coming through. Turn into flow state. Lock in. Fully dial in on. Fucking hate when that happens. Fully dial in on just making my first few sales. So I literally went like a month on Shopify. Started YouTube. Quit Shopify because I didn't like it. Used the money to get like. The only thing I got was this light right here. I remember that was the first thing I got. And I was like, all right, fine, let me just go all in on helping people with productivity first. And then I switched over to this, as I said. And so what I would say is the biggest change if you want to turn into somebody who's productive is to make a major change. And then what that major change will help you do is be like, now it's a do or die. You know what I'm saying? That major change to your brain is like, holy shit, my identity's shifting. I need to turn into a different person. I need to shift myself into a different concept, a different person, right? And now it's like, okay, it's now time for me to start showing myself what I made this change for. So once you made that big jump, you made the big jump. Now every day it could either go back to your old self, or you're here, you made the big jump. Now it's easier to keep going this way. And now the bigger you make this gap from your old identity and your new identity, all the way back till here, now you end up in a situation where you're a whole new different person, and there's no way you're going to go from here back to your old little, lazy piece of shit self. So get that big jump for making a big change. I've never seen anybody put it in this way. Make a big change to your identity. Shave your head bald. Military. Go to a different state. Go break up with your girlfriend or something. I don't know. Do something, bro. And then now you made a big change, a big jump, a big leap. Now all you got to do is make small things that support that, which are now easier to do because you already made the big change. Now it's easier to do the little changes. That 2-hour deep work session in the morning. Now you do that consistently enough, your mind starts associating itself, making bigger and bigger gaps. And if you guys want, look, read this book right here. If you guys want to learn about identity, the science of identity. Okay, so Psycho-Cybernetics Updated and Expanded. Tap into the power of your subconscious mind to improve your self-image, learn to use your positive past, set and achieve worthwhile goals, develop compassion, self-respect, and forgiveness, cultivate the power of rational thinking, discover the key to a happier, more successful life. Maxwell Maltz. And that's when I first learned about identity. And that's when I pieced it together what I actually did. And I know I just went on a huge circle this whole video. It started off with me talking about, I just laid down here and I felt good, bro. I just finished 2 hours of deep work. Yeah, that's what I said. And then now I went into identity. So, it wraps back. If you guys want to be able to sit down and do 2 hours of deep work like this and be like, holy shit, a year ago, this would be the most agitating thing. A year ago, I'm on my bed. I just got back from school. I'm scrolling on TikTok and I keep looking up like an idiot. And I keep scrolling because the dopamine has hooked me. I know y'all know what that feels like. And it's such a disgusting feeling. And if you just take action. By the way, I'm not wearing the hoodie without a t-shirt underneath. I just letting y'all know. But once you apply this, once you make the big change, which is gonna be uncomfortable, I know. Just shave your head. That's the easiest one. Once you make that big change, it's gonna be easy to skip ahead, and that's how it ties back. And you skip ahead to the point where you can easily do 2 hours of deep work, easily become the best version of yourself, easily be absolutely elite. And that's how you go from like a little, like 2-year-old kid who's like fucking goo goo gaga, fucking drinking milk. What a fucking loser, right? Like drinking milk, being a child. That's how you go from that to becoming Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Ramba, me. That's how you get to our level. You know what I'm saying? That's how you upgrade yourself to the highest level. So it's not a matter of just pure grit. Like, let me just get up. Because that's fucking, that you have to be mentally on a whole, like, elite, like, genuinely elite level. Or, like, something is, like, you're a psychopath or something. To go from, you're in your bed to, like, you just instantly, you start, going all in to work. Because that's just, your brain your brain does not like big changes. And you might say, well, if somebody held a gun to my head, then I would definitely be productive. Guess what? Somebody holding a gun to your head is a big change, dickhead. If someone's holding a gun to your head, saying, oh yeah, if you don't work, if you don't be a millionaire in 5 years, you're dying. That's a big change. I'm telling you, ask any millionaire. Look at the life story of any millionaire. They have like a fuck this like moment. Like I don't want to fucking do this shit anymore. I hate this life. That big change that they make after that realization, boom. There you go. That's the catalyst. So make a big change. Stop being a lazy piece of shit. Go and do something radical. Go shave your head bald right now. If you're not, you're a fucking pussy. If you don't go right now, if you're above the age of 14 and you don't go and shave your head, if you don't go and shave your head bald right now, you're a fucking bitch. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You won't. I know you won't. And then you can make the big change. Now look, now I know all the little kids in here aren't gonna go and take action on this video. So if you want to be like a good little boy who sits there and watches videos without taking action, wasting 17 minutes of your life without taking action, then go ahead. I know you're listening to me in the background while you're cooking or you're at the gym or you're in the bus. Lazy piece of shit. Fuck you, bro. I don't care, bro. Like, that's just the truth. Go take action right now. If you're really about it, if you're really serious, go make that big leap right now. Prove me. I swear to God, I'll have so much respect for anybody who actually takes action right now. I honestly, like, dude, I would honestly want to, like, get to, like, you would actually be, like, somebody I want to be friends with. Because I don't hang out with fucking losers. I literally, my school, those motherfuckers over there. And I have a group of people who I talk to who are about it, who are in business. And I'm not saying I'm going to talk to you. I'm not talking to anybody who watches my videos. But, like, I'm going to give you the same respect that I would give any of my friends who make content just like me. I will have respect for you if you take action. Go. Stop being a bitch. No, you know what? You're not going to do it, right? You're going to click off this video, and you're just not going to do anything. You're just going to sit there, go to watch another video. Go ahead. Go watch another video. You. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yup, you watching this video right now. Jacob. I just caught somebody. If I called your name, you better do it. That's it. Peace. Jeez, bro.